Greetings all, welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill week 13 edition. Sorry for missing the last week. I'm sure you guys all probably want to know where you're at playoff standings and wise, but all with the holidays and then the passing of my stepfather-in-law, all that kind of collided and I just didn't have the time to get these things done. So, my bad. Here now. I know it's a day later than I wanted to because I was just, I'm not going to say I was busy, had a meeting at work, and it was just too nice of a day to be inside. So here I am now. So I'm just going to kind of abbreviate things. We all know what happened week 12, so I'm not even going to go through what happened. I'm going to go through where our playoff situation sits as of this moment and the matchups for this week and what those ramifications mean. So not the standard week and not all the normal information, but here we go. So, currently standing of the playoffs with 1 week to go. Right now, what we know, number one seed and Intercontinental Champion is Irish Cop. He's locked in. This is where things get fun. Right now, the number two seed is Steel Curtain, sitting at 8-4. He wins next week, easy. You're the number two seed, and that's all we got to say about that. You'll get the second bye in the first round of the playoffs. Steel Curtain also has clinched the Homeboys division, just to throw that out there. So that's also over. So the 3, 4, and 5 seeds are all 7 and 5 with the tiebreakers and such. Right now, Twetu is the number 3 seed, has clinched the playoff spot. Like I said, all these 7 and 5 teams actually have clinched the spot. So then the 4 seed is Davis Dynasty, 7 and 4, has clinched the playoff spot, and number 5 is Blakeham, 7 and 5, also clinched the playoff spot. So there's those 5 ramifications for getting. They can get all the way up. Any one of those 3 people can get to the 2 seed. It's just a combination of Steel Curtain obviously has to lose, you have to win, and then you better have beaten Steel Curtain head to head, you know, for the tiebreaker. So if you, I did not look to break all those down with between Jer, JJ, and Jim. So if, and I know all 3 of you played Steel Curtain because I'm the only one that didn't play Steel Curtain. So therefore, everyone else had to at least play them once. So go check your own standings and see if you beat him. If you beat him, you've got a shot to be the 2 seed. The 6 seed as of this moment is right now is John Boy Special People. By sheer circumstance, he has clinched the Away Boys division. Here's how he's done it without really doing anything with a game back. Looking at the head-to-head records, he is tied 1-1 with both myself and Garen, which are the 2 teams a game behind him. The division record, should he, John lose this week and me and Garen are playing each other, so the winner of that game, they'll have the same division record at 3-3. So that moves, the next tiebreaker is the total points. John is about 300 and some odd points ahead of either one of us. So, because the highest points scored ever in Far Hill Fantasy Football history, I believe, is 307. So, in the event that John just doesn't submit a lineup, which won't happen, and no one's going to go for 450, when John only going for 150. So that's how John is going to clinch now. I guess it's not official until the numbers actually come out, but for all intents and purposes, John has clinched the Away Boys division, so thus gives us the 6 playoff teams that were mentioned. So John Hansen, Roger, Jer, JJ, Jim, and John Hauser are going to be our 6 playoff competitors after this week. We'll just wait for the official confirmation for John. Now, John can only make it up as high as the 3 seed, so no shot at him getting the bye, but he can make, he's got to win against Nate, which I think he's got his lineup in. I don't know. Who knows? So, John's got to win and then hope for losses, to move up. He needs losses by any one of the group of 3 with JJ, Jim, and Jer. Any loss by there, and then you got to figure out the head-to-head ramifications on that. So it depends on who John is beating to move up. So there, 6 of you are in. Seeding is going to be dependent on what happens this week. So down in the toilet bowl, it's actually we haven't even got a clinched of a number 1 draft pick yet. So the 7th seed, and obviously first one out is myself, and Garen is right behind me. We play each other. The winner's going to get the number 1 seed in the toilet bowl. Loser can drop down a ways. And then behind that is Nate at 9. Chris and my dad are 10 and 11, and they both play each other this week. So loser of the Chris, my dad game could theoretically get down to the number 1 pick. You just need a Sinister Guy to actually win, but if Sinister Guy loses this week, he locks it up. And yeah, he'll be the number 1 pick next year. So that is where we're at. Here are the matchups. I kind of touched on it for a second. So the 7 and 8 seed, myself and Garen, we're both 5 and 7, are playing each other. Winner gets the top seed in the Toilet Bowl. Jer is playing 2 seed Steel Curtain. Big game, potential playoff matchup somewhere. So yeah, Jer wins this one against Steel Curtain. I think they might have split their head-to-head in the division. So Jer's got to get above Roger division standings-wise before he can think about the whole overall thing. So 10 seed Chris is facing 11 seed Bad Dog. Both of them are 4 and 8. Loser has the potential to get down to 1, but if the loser will definitely at least be the number 2 draft pick next year. We've got number 6 John Boy Special People against number 9 Nate. You know, John win, get maybe a higher seeding. And yeah, John, just in case you were trying to forget that you're a division winner and why am I down here at the 6th seed, after last year we got a rule that reconfigures all the, we basically take the 6 playoff contenders and then seed them in based on their records. No matter, division gets thrown out. So it's, it's fate. It's weird that obviously the number 1 seed is going to probably be a division winner. Number 2 seed could easily not be Roger and the division winner. So if he loses, and then someone can bump up. So you don't get granted the top 3 seeds for just winning your division. You've got to, put a record up there. So I don't want to hear from you, John Hauser, saying I'm the 6. I won my division, I should be the 3 seed. Nope, you're 6 as of this moment because you don't have a good record in comparison to everybody else made the record, the playoffs. We got the 12 seed Sinister Guy versus the 5 seed Jim. Jim should win and probably improve his seeding selection. And then the kind of a heavyweight matchup here is number 4 Davis Dynasty's at number 1 Irish Cop. Irish Cop really has nothing to play for. For all intents and purposes, he could take this week off and next week off, and then we'll see him in week 15 for whatever. So he's basically got 2 weeks of a bye. He just wants to see if he wants to screw with JJ's seeding. So that is where we are at as of this moment. This is the last week for the weekly Pick'em winners in the Pick'ems to get $1 to your account. We don't only do that for the regular season, so this is the last week of this. The Pick'ems do go through week 17. Keep that in mind. Also to keep in mind for week 17 is the week 17 challenge. Get your entry fee back, so the highest scoring team in week 17 gets $20. So keep that out there. So obviously the playoffs will go 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. I'm not really going to start looking for fees or dues yet. It'll be a couple more weeks down the road before I start pressing you guys about that. And then Super Bowl party, I'd like to have it at my house, but I A, got to get code clearance, B, I got to figure out if I work that day too. So we'll see on Super Bowl and where the presentation for the award party will be and when it will be. So if there might be a shot I can do it like the week before or something like that, where we can just all get together real quick and not be so much on the Super Bowl. So try and figure that out later. So other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.